All right, hello everyone. Here we are. Now, what I'm going to do here, I mentioned in the vid, if you can check out my other video, I think it's going to be very holdable like that. I'm just going to kind of reset things up here a little bit, and we are going to play towards the short side here instead of going for the home run drive. We're just going to focus on kind of laying up, getting it in play. And giving ourselves a good chance for albatross by, correctly playing rings more so than anything. So what I'll try to do is I usually try to land right about here. You can see with where I'm pointing, like right in here, is where I like to land. Definitely stay away from this edge. This area over here tends to kick right and sometimes go into the sand. But if you do land it just a little bit long, sometimes it'll land over that bunker and clip that rough and just roll out as well. But as I mentioned, staying away from the edge and just curling it makes it a little bit safer of a shot, pretty easy to pull off. Now what I'll typically do is I'll try to just back off of the spin, and especially on these tailwinds, what I'll usually do is I'll usually use some top spin, maybe 3 or 4 bars. However, I'll try to use none when I get to shots like this, and just try to land very close to that corner and have some good ball control. And a nice kingmaker is going to give you all the side spin that you need. And I should be able to, maybe I'm thinking half, 3/4 power here. And as I mentioned, you're just going to see me with the arrow. I'm just going to kind of keep it away from the right edge. Just kind of do it like this. As I mentioned, right around maybe half power here. So somewhere right around here. And I'm just using max curl. And there you can see I catch a great ball towards the right-hand side. Oh, no. So the great ball costs me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay up. You can see kind of the way that went. You can use my other guide. It was just kind of a bad break. Had I hit my perfect, definitely wouldn't have. But at the same time, I didn't want to quite be that aggressive either. So I could have laid off the power just a little bit more than that, and it would have been fine. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to lay up as to where the drive should be, so nothing gets lost here. You still learn from what not to do off the tee, because all you had to do is maybe just set up just a fraction more left, and you didn't even need that much overpower. But had I hit perfect ball, I would have still been good. It would have landed on the fairway because I just clipped the rough by half a yard. So also keep in mind that my tailwind was almost as much. I think I had a 12.1 there. So with a 12.1, we're talking almost max wind. So had my wind been a 10.9 or something similar in that, then I also would have been fine. It wouldn't have even, so you're going to have to scale your power according to your wind. And you really just need a reference point more than anything. But all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of put it where my drive should have been. I'm just going to play this out. And this is more or less where it runs to. And if you want to see kind of my other drive, you can go to my other shot. And, that's more or less where I drove it to. And then was able to give it a run here. So what I'll typically do is maybe minus 20. But what I'll do is I'll start to scale that back. I'm only going to use minus 15 because it's such a tailwind. So I'll start to go just a little bit less. You can see right at max club, which I'm not. You can see that I'm a little bit closer to maybe 2/3 club, 60%, somewhere in there. So I'm going to go right about maybe 9.3 here. And once the wind gets up a little bit higher, you'll see that I'll start to kind of maybe start to offset just a little bit, and also keep my ball guide that much shorter because it's going to stretch out, especially with these larger tailwinds. Here's 9.3 rings right in here. Perfect ball. And just off the edge, you can see how close that you're going to be able to get. So even with a kingmaker, even with, if you get your turkey ball to there, it's just going to be, you're going to be able to get all over that if you can really focus on that offset, how much it's going to require, how much it's going to spring forward, and just kind of mastering that offset is going to be the secret to that hole. So good luck with that one, guys, and I will catch you guys next time for some more guides.